Black teacher calls student a nigga. Oh, now let's go for the topic of the day, family. What I actually want to talk about, right? Because I seen, like I'm sure most of you have seen, Kid Cudi um, wearing a dress on Saturday Night Live, right? Now, the context is he was wearing a dress to do a tribute to Kurt Cobain during his Saturday Night Live performance. Now, I'll read a little bit about what it says here. Kid Cudi's musical performance on Saturday Night Live this weekend featured a visual tribute to the late grunge king Kurt Cobain, right? Let me see here. Hold on. The lauded rapper The lauded rapper was the musical guest on the Saturday Night Live, that was April 10th, episode of the long-running sketch comedy show on which he performed two cuts off his latest album, Man on the Moon 3, The Chosen. He performed Sad People and Tequila Shots, right? For his performance of Sad People, Kid Cudi donned a spaghetti strap floral dress made by Virgil Abloh, famed off-white designer clothing line. The choice of wardrobe was a nod to the Nirvana frontman, who was famously pictured in a similar dress. Kurt Cobain's death anniversary is on April 5th, 5 days before this episode aired, right? So supposedly he was doing this to bring awareness to drug abuse, bring awareness to mental health issues. Right now, all of this shit I'm rocking with. Bringing awareness, especially for our community, of mental health issues, bringing awareness to the mental aspect and the suicidal thing that a lot of people face in our community, even worldwide, but in our community I'm worried about specifically. I'm rocking with all that, right? He was doing a montage to Kurt Cobain, who wore a dress. I think this was like in the 90s or the 80s or something. And they showed a picture of the dress. It was similar, but not really. But here's the thing, family. Because again, I'm not a big fan of Kid Cudi's music, but I know he's been influential. I know he's had his hand in a lot of other people's music career. I don't have anything personally against the brother. But my question to everybody is, how do we feel about that? Like, how do you feel? Would you allow your son to wear a dress? Because we're getting into a part of society over the past several years, like the intense picture of the LGBT community, like how their movement has been politicized. Like everything around us has been encompassing this LGBTQ shit, and you can't say anything about them. You can't make jokes about them. Like their level of respect they get in society, in my opinion, has damn near surpassed black folks. Like if you say anything about somebody gay, you make a gay joke, you make a gay reference or anything like that, somebody coming for your ass, right? The politicizing of their movement bothers me a little bit. Like all the shit on TV, every show I watch, literally, 8 out of 10 shows I watch has a gay character now or a gay male scene. You know what I mean? And it's almost feeling like this shit is being pushed on us. And in our community, the reason why I want to talk about this, because in our community, we have too many ills already. Like the whole gay argument, whether you're born gay, whether you're made gay, I believe a little bit of both. I believe you can be born gay based on the chemical input of your body, like based on the chromosomes you get from your mom and your dad. I think maybe there could be a mix up in there sometime where you end up gay. I think there is food that can make you gay. I think a society that tries to teach kids about gay and lesbian culture, a lot of this shit can make you gay, in my opinion, right? And in our community, we don't need men. Because here's the thing. If Kid Cudi was a gay man, we would be having a different argument right now. Maybe he is. The brother ain't came out to us. If this was a gay man wearing a dress, then I mean, I'm uncomfortable with men looking like women to a degree. Like I'm like this whole homophobic shit. I'm not scared of a gay man. Like that's some old play on word shit. I'm not scared of a gay man. But for most of us, like men, heterosexual men, seeing a man looking like a woman can make you uncomfortable, right? I know a lot of gay black men who you can tell they're feminine, but they're a man. They act like a man. I can get past that shit. Like I'm not judging people like that. If you gay, do your thing. I'm not one of those type of dudes who, if you gay, get the fuck away from me. I'm gonna talk shit about you. Nah, I'm into loving human beings. Like I don't care if you gay or not. You know what I mean? But this gay agenda shit gotta stop. Like, wearing a dress on TV and you're not a gay man, this is confusing our goddamn children, family. We already have enough going on with us. We already got a lot of our men in prison. We already got a lot of our men getting attacked by this system, as the stories I've been reading today. You feel me? We already got our black women out earning and getting degrees faster than the men are getting them, right? We already got a lot of single parent homes where we got women in these homes. Not all of them are bad mothers, but a lot of them with no male presence, they're preaching that same type of shit to their sons. You see what I'm saying? So we got these young dudes who are using this fake masculinity that they got from their mom. So we in a horrible place as far as our families are concerned in America, right? In America, trying to emasculate the black, all men in general, but I'm speaking specifically about my community, emasculating the black man by putting this gay shit in our face, by telling you something's wrong with you if you are too masculine, this toxic masculinity shit. All this shit is new, family. Like, all this shit's being thrown on us at the same time, and I think this is a ploy to affect our community negatively. Systematic racism, the war on drugs. If you go decade by decade, to me, there has been systematic efforts to dismantle our family, and this gay shit is one of them. Because if we got our boys in dresses, then they ain't gonna be fucking no white women. Like, this is just straight up. If we got our boys in dresses, then they ain't gonna be procreating to build strong families. Because even though I don't have a problem with two gay people, you can't procreate being gay. Like, if everybody turned gay, we would stop making humans. You see what I'm saying? So you can't procreate being gay. You can adopt kids and all this shit, but you can't procreate. You see what I'm saying? And for a young person, for a young black person who already deals with finding out something is different about my skin color, like, I'm getting treated differently based on how I look, right? And they can also see that the LBGT community get love. Like, if you black and gay, your ass get shot up the ladder. Whatever profession you doing, you get shot up the ladder. You get highlighted, right? A black gay man will get the liberty from a cop, will get the liberty from society faster than a heterosexual black man will. So for some of us, just like some black people feel it's easier to assimilate into white society, so I don't got to deal with these nigga issues, I'll just not be one no more. The same thing some young men will say, well, shit, if I'm gay, I get more rights. They gonna leave me the fuck alone. I get my own shit, like I get my own bathroom. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? So for a young man watching Kid Cudi, because a young kid, visuals are important, family. For a young kid just seeing you in a dress, they're not finna contextualize the whole Kurt Cobain shit. They're not finna go through that. They gonna say a man in a dress, people like it, maybe I can do it. Like I said, they want this androgynous society. In my opinion, family, if we keep going the way we going, in 20, 30 years, you're going to walk down the street and see 10 people, and you're not going to know who is who. You're not going to know if it's a woman or if it's a man. You're not going to know shit, right? They already changed our style of clothing, which wearing clothes that are somewhat smaller, being a 40-year-old man who used to wear baggy-ass clothes, I appreciate some of the fashion sense to a degree. But we got too many young men that look damn near gay. Even when they're not gay, their whole attire is based on a feminine caricature. You know what I mean? So we got to be real about that, family. And a man, because again, if Kid Cudi was a gay man, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Be gay. Be free. But still understanding that some of us ain't gonna gay bash, quote unquote, but we'd probably be uncomfortable with a man acting like a woman. That's all it be. Ain't no goddamn homophobia. Ain't nobody scared of nobody gay. Like, that's some bull. That's a bullshit ass term. Ain't nobody scared of that. I'm scared of fucking snakes. I'm not scared of a goddamn man in a dress. But the shit looks weird. The optics of it can make one uncomfortable. And then it's almost like some gay men, just to keep the shit real, some gay men who are more flamboyant, they act more like women than women do. Like, I'm looking at you like, man, women don't even do all this shit. You know what I mean? So for a heterosexual man, that shit makes you feel uncomfortable. Not because you're uncomfortable with your masculinity, just seeing a man act like that is fucking weird. You know what I mean? So we already got All of these things going against us right now. There's, I think, with men to woman, it's maybe 4 men to 1 woman, right? So if we look at our community and look at the men in jail. Look at the men who just aren't desirable to other women. Look at the men who are gay. This leaves a very small number of men for a larger number of women. How do you think that's going to play out, family? How do you think that's going to play out? And then if we got men who don't know what the fuck they are, who acting gay but not gay, we are under attack, family. And we got the young men who's just raised by their mama, who end up having feminine characteristics like their mama. I am one who had to realize that about myself early on in life too, even though I had older brothers who was there for me and who was around. The person I seen dealing with a lot of situations was my mother. So I'm going to take on some of these characteristics, and we got to ask, why do we have so many single parent households? That's a part of the systematic endeavors as well, right? So like I was saying earlier about the cop who shot the 20-year-old brother, a lot of situations that I see in American society dealing with melanated people, I don't trust this system. I don't trust the white people that are in charge, right? If this was a relationship, if Black America in America was in a relationship, this is one abusive ass relationship. You see what I'm saying? So I'm in this abusive ass relationship with this country. Why am I going to think you're doing something good for me? Right? Because that's, even when we look at the whole the coronavirus and the vaccine shit, anybody who's lost a family to the coronavirus, if they said your family had corona and that contributed to them dying, I pray for you. I don't want to see anybody lose no life, right? But again, for me, family, it always goes back to a trust factor. I don't trust this system. If this system is, whatever this system pushes on me and tells me here, do this, do this, do this, I back up, man. We got too much of a flawed history of just trusting this system blindly, and then some fuck shit happening later. Because I've been looking at what some of the issues may be with the vaccine. Now, sure, we see recently Johnson & Johnson had to recall their shit. Some 6 women broke out. Well, I'm not sure what they broke out with, but they had some issues with it, right? I seen some other of the vaccines. You'll see shit on social media where this person is breaking out because of the vaccine. This person's passing out. This person's throwing up. These are one-offs to me. I can't personally. I see a lot of people in our community speak to these points, but I can't personally prove that a vaccine is going to fuck your life up, or a vaccine is going to put something in your body that years later will come out that's going to have a negative effect on you then. I can't prove that, but I just don't trust America. So I'm not taking a vaccine, man. I'm not taking a vaccine. I'm a history buff. If you look at the Tuskegee experiment, if you look at how as early as 2017, doctors were surveyed and saying they feel Black people feel less pain than other people. Do you remember how our grandmothers and uncles and our great-grandmothers used to say they didn't like going to the hospital because they go in there with the goddamn flu, they never come out? Some of that shit was true, family. Going to the hospital and being used as experiments, knowing that our organs are more powerful than other people's organs. Man, this shit get deep, right? So I can't prove that the vaccine is going to fuck me up. I just don't trust the provider. I don't trust the person who's giving it to me. I'm in a relationship with this person, and they constantly fuck me over. They constantly lie to me. They constantly present me with history books about pillagers and fucking slave owners. Like, nothing of what you give me, nothing of what you present to me tells me you love me or really care about me. So why would I think this is any different? You know what I mean? So for all of our boys, if and comment on this, mothers, if your son who isn't gay, because if you got a gay son that want to wear a dress, I'm kind of against that too, but that's a different conversation. If you got a son who ain't gay, who says he wants to put on a dress, how are you going to respond to that? In this androgynous ass society where men dressing like women is normal. We can't make that normal, family. If we both got on dresses, who the fuck gonna protect the If we both got on dresses, who the fuck gonna protect the family? Like, there's some traditions in society that I don't rock with. Even some traditions in relationship about the traditional roles. Some of those things I can't, some of those things I think can be adjusted based on the two people in the relationship, right? I do feel that. But some shit need to stay the same. Both of us can't have no fucking dress on. That's just the bottom line. Both of us can't have on no dress and no heels. Who finna get down when the shit go down, huh? Who finna Nah. Some of this shit we can't make normal, right? And to see this grown man in this fucking flowery ass dress, a 7-year-old boy don't know nothing about Kurt Cobain. You gonna have to explain nigga 7-year-old that he's trying to dress, and Kurt Cobain's dress for nothing. If not for nothing, Kurt Cobain's dress wasn't even as feminine, right? His dress was kind of like a little pullover. I had to look close and say, okay, he do got on a dress. It's kind of like Kid Cudi wanted to wear this shit. You see what I'm saying? See, so a part of me is like, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. You could have sung one of his songs. You could have brought out one of his kids. You could have had on a t-shirt that had the nigga name on it, right? It's hella shit you could have did to show you riding with the homie, right? To put on a flowery ass dress with your flat ass man chest hanging out is fucking weird and nasty. Stop that shit. Come on now, man. Stop that shit. Certain shit need to be left alone, right? If we all just looked alike, where are we gonna be in society when there's no more roles, right? Because you ask a goddamn feminist about all this shit, we toxic. I'm a toxic man. There's toxic mess. How can I be toxic because I want to be a man, right? Right? But then women run to men when shit pop off. Like when we talking about in reality, women not on the front line when it comes to a war, right? There are women soldiers, but let's be honest. Our anatomy builds us up a little bit different. Like we're stronger than women. We're more logical. There are distinct differences between women and men. And I'm not gonna let somebody gay. I'm not gonna let the LGBT community. I'm not gonna let a new president. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me something is different. I'm not gonna let anybody put some shit in my mind, nor my kids' mind, because black parents, you gotta be at home having these hard ass conversations. Just like I was saying about the young brother who had the issue with the teacher. He calling the teacher a bitch. She saying nigga to him, all this shit. We got to have serious conversations in our home about where the fuck we at in this country, right? And one of them is about our sexuality. Like my son, he's 14. Every other show, there's gay shit in the show. You think I'm going to just let that happen and not have a conversation? We're not going to have a hate conversation about not liking gay people, but we got to talk, hey, man, this could be an agenda where they're showing us all this shit for a reason. Because again, my general opinion, if America pushes anything on me too much, I have to be weary of it. Vaccine, gay shit, whatever it is. They push too much shit in my face. I have to be weary of why you doing this. Because you don't really fuck with me like that. If you love me, I wouldn't be able to buy cigarettes, right? If you love me, I wouldn't be able to buy beer. Like, if you really gave a fuck about Americans, you wouldn't just give me medicine. You wouldn't let your doctors be drug dealers and give me all these goddamn pills that can fuck my life up, right? You would say exercise or nothing. I'm not giving you no goddamn way to ease your pain with these stupid ass drugs. Like, you don't love me. Quit acting like this is some love shit. It's not. It's not. So you think the vaccine is love? My old high school coach was just on live the other day, today actually, showing his gym where he can't play basketball in his gym, but they set it up as a vaccine station inside of my old neighborhood, inside of the underserved communities, right? Right? All this shit I don't trust the providers of this information, family. That's my whole point. I don't trust. So for Kid Cudi, I think all black men need to be aware of what's actually going on. You can't be just all loose with, I don't care, it's just a dress. No, nigga, it's not just a dress. It's not just a dress. For instance, right? Another quick story before I get out of here. A young man in my community, I went outside the other day, and a young man, because look, I don't got nothing against Tyler Perry. Is the brother gay? I don't know. I can't say yes or no. I know he's built a great business model. He has put a whole lot of actors on. He has provided a platform for our people when it comes to entertainment and making movies. People question some of his content, whatever, but he seems like a genuine brother who's trying to help in the way he knows how, right? But let me tell you the negative effects of the Madea shit. because this is a big ass man inside of a fucking dress. I had a young man outside of my house the other day playing with my son, playing with some other kids. He got two balls right here and a little wig on. Now, he knew he was wrong because he see him and he says, "Oh, I'm just doing a skit for TikTok. I'm acting like Medea." Look, man. Look. Do you think he's old enough to contextualize that Medea was a character and Tyler Perry was just using an image from his childhood and the dominant women? No. He ain't got time to contextualize all that shit. That's a man in a dress. I'ma do it too. Right? And can we just flat out say that that won't make a little boy curious? We don't fucking know. We don't know. Like I said, I believe some people were born gay. I wholeheartedly believe that. But I think the environment is a cold motherfucker. Your environment's a cold piece. I think your environment can do that for you too. And let's just say you're a young man who don't got a father, right? So you got your masculinity all fucked up anyways. If you're around women all day, women who are talking, women are doing what women do, you are emulating these women, and then you see a man in a dress, you think, oh shit. We all supposed to be women. You see what I'm saying? So the imaging that we see, it's a slippery slope, family. So Kid Cudi could have meant well. Like he could have really just had Virgil design the dress and think it's a fly dress, but nah, nigga. Not for a black man. Let that white man wear that dress. A white man wear a dress, ain't nobody gonna say shit. We already getting attacked by this system at every turn. To be a black man in America, I don't give a fuck what nobody say, is dangerous, family. Right? So we don't want our kids saying, you know what? I don't want to get shot by the... Look. And it could happen. And I don't want it to happen, right? But we ain't never see a gay black man get shot by a cop. A feminine ass gay black man. Now it can happen because you a nigga under that goddamn dress. Because you still a man under that dress. But we don't see that as much. So like I was saying earlier, some of our babies can feel like, you know what? I can take two routes out of this black shit. They'll leave me alone. I can go coon or I can go woman. Think about it. A lot of our black boys are being forced to kind of make that decision. And some of them will say, you know what? If I can just be gay, I'm going to get hella more rights. I'm going to get my own bathroom. Ain't nobody going to fuck with me. I can yell out and scream and everybody going to come to my defense. Think about that. You see what I'm saying? So was Kid Cudi wearing a dress because he's a gay man? Man, I don't know. But it's dangerous. Like we got these babies watching. Social media is a nasty ass beast. That shit gets plastered everywhere. Right? In context, I try to come on here and provide as much context as I can about particular situations because that is lacking in society. We see news clips, we see small bits of shit, and these things lack context. I get that. But at the end of the day, young people don't got time to check for that. Young people don't have the mental capacity to break down what they actually looking at. So the optics of seeing a man in a dress for a black man is detrimental to our community, in my opinion, family. You feel me? So I want to thank everybody, man, for tuning in to another episode of the Melanated Convo podcast. Like I said, if you're watching it on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're listening to this on one of the digital podcast platforms, Overcast, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, do me a favor and write a review. A review positively affects the algorithms to put the show in front of more eyes, right? Which is ultimately what we're trying to do here. We want to affect as many people in our culture as possible. There's a lot of people like me online speaking about our issues, and I think we can't have enough of them. Like, I don't view it like it's a competition or it's too many of us talking. Nah, we got too many motherfuckers that's asleep, right? So as many of us we can that can bring truth to power, I'm all for it. Continue to support the show. Keep in mind, June 20th, Father's Day, is the 3rd annual Father's Day softball game. If you're in the Sacramento area, please come out, have fun with us. We are taking donations for the softball game. Donation link, I'll put that under here as well. Cashapp, Melanated Fathers 100. Cashapp, Melanated Fathers 100. We're going to be taking donations this year. But if not, just come out. It's free of charge. Come out, eat some food with us, listen to some music. play a competitive game, have fun. We're going to do it on June 20th, Father's Day. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to another episode, man, of the Melanated Convo podcast. I'm out.